Winter is coming, but golf isn't going anywhere, so come on, winter golf. What's your plan?
Yeah, all that on the way. Also, Price calls me a bandit, and I don't like it.
It's a new week. October is fading rapidly into the past. November is looming at us like a distant, far-off pot bunker full of our golf ball. It's Golf is Ruining My Life with Tom Price and that guy Tom Green. Welcome back.
Hello, welcome back to another episode. And I want to pick up instantly on a bombshell that I dropped on the last episode, that because emails got in the way, I wanted to delve into the meaning behind what I alluded to, I suppose.
Marathon Man. Is this the Marathon Man thing? You're leaving us. Basically, it is a bit like a dad sitting down and saying he's got a new family. I'll be honest.
Yeah, I've got a new wife, new kids, and they've all got great trainers, and they're thin.
Mm-hmm. Fine. Okay, enjoy your tinfoil cape at the end.
And your big medal and your poorly legs. No,
Is it the London Marathon that you're doing?
No, I've not actually signed an exact marathon yet, for various quite boring admin reasons that I won't go into here. Other than to say that at some point next April, I am going to run a marathon. And I'm doing this because I feel that golf during the autumn months 3-4 times a week is unsustainable and impossible.
I'm in total denial. Total denial.
Okay.
But you're absolutely right. I'm literally sitting here and I can hear rain falling.
The rain has just started on my roof. Right? Literally as we're talking.
Storm Ben or something.
Okay.
And it's awful,
yeah,
right?
Yeah.
That's when we're recording this.
Yeah, Storm Ben.
It just makes me sad because golf brings me so much joy. And it's just so hard that you have a thing that brings you so much joy that you have to just switch off. You have to just step away from it. It's like, we're not in Canada or Scotland, where the course is closed for months on end. We can still play.
Yes, we can. And I'm going to. And I mean, I've just paid for my membership for another year. I ain't going anywhere.
Yeah.
I'm not moving anywhere, right?
I mean, it'd be a very awkward podcast if you gave up golf and you sort of carried on turning up to
Well,
this.
there was that 6 months where I didn't play at all. We just spoke about your golf. That wasn't a bad 6 months, actually. I quite enjoyed that 6 months.
Good 6 months of content.
We had a great 6 months. That was actually...
From my POV.
It was in that 6 months where we spawned Is It Morocco? Arguably one of our greatest moments.
Easily.
So creatively, it really didn't affect anything. But no, I'm coming back from work now, and we are in that, and I'm very lucky to finish in the middle of the day. So, and even I'm coming back, and it's like, oh God, I'm not going to get any golf in here. So I'm resigned to weekend golf, and I just wanted something else to do and to sort of focus on. And it's actually really helpful if you're into your running, because it peaks. The running calendar peaks in April, just as the golf calendar kicks on. So, and you can run on the street in the dark. It's all good stuff, right?
Yeah. But can I ask a question?
Yes.
Will, because you're going to get fitter, right? And because when you throw yourself into things,
I've got an addictive personality.
Yes, you're not exactly. There you go. Do you think the improved fitness will help your golf?
Good question, Tom. I think it will. I think maybe not the weight loss that is inevitably going to happen through the process, but I do think there is something in golf fitness and getting stronger for golf. And I know you're not a big fan of hit the ball further, harder, right? But if you look at the guys on the PGA Tour now, right? Everyone is fit. Everyone's lifting weights. Everyone is getting more flexible
Penge.
Yes, Penge. Oh, praise! I was thinking more McIlroy really in my head, but yes, our Lord and Savior Marco. Everyone's getting fitter, so it can't be a bad thing, right? But then equally, I think at our level, I don't know how much difference it really. I think you were right the other day by saying, you're probably just better chipping and putting if you're trying to get down to low single figures, right?
Yeah. I just think what I would love to do is still, and I will keep playing throughout the winter, and I'll get the odd 9 in, and it will get grizzly, and the course will get closed at different times.
Yes.
But what I really want to do is, if I'm honest, here we go, guys.
You stumbled on something. Come on, what's this then? Go on then.
Well, I'm going to say it. 2 years ago was the best summer of my golfing life. I shot 2 over, and I played some staggeringly good golf, right? I hit 4 over a bunch of times. This last summer, it was fine. This summer just gone, I had a couple of magical rounds. Travose was incredible. Our trip to Renaissance was just once in a lifetime, even though we're hopefully doing it again next year. I don't think I've been good enough. I don't think my golf has been good enough this year.
I don't think you've had any.
I've said it.
I don't think. I think you don't feel like you've had any like big high moments this year, really. Like, in the same way where I feel like I've really kicked on this year and gone from being a 14 handicap to down to an 8, and I've had these moments of being like, oh my God, I've shot 6 over. This is insane. What's going on?
But you know what? We're both. Look, we are. What's happened to you this year? You've had an amazing summer with your golf. You've played some incredible stuff, right? Because you've been doing the thing that you have to do to get better at golf, and it's not practice. It's competitions.
Okay,
you have to do competitions. We're talking about doing a marathon. You don't run a marathon by yourself. You're out there in this group environment. And yes, it's a competitive edge, but there's a focus and there's a determined thing that happens. And you have been doing competitions and roll-ups this year, which is the first time you've properly done those. It is not a coincidence that doing those has brought out your best golf. It is not a coincidence. I have done none of that this year for various reasons, and I've played. It's just been fine. I am not complaining. Loads of good stuff happened. I've played with my kids more than ever. And those rounds I do not play well. But my God, I've had hours and hours of time with painful hours with my kids. But, it's
hard
been
to know
incredible.
whether he's coming across as positive or negative there, isn't it, with the hours and hours? It's
definitely
positively,
a bit of both.
but with a streak of negativity.
Like, when I think about playing Royal North Devon, when I played with my oldest friend in the world, my mate George, who I've known since I was 0, and his eldest son, and I played with my eldest, and we played Royal North Devon together, and we beat them on the last as it was getting dark.
Beautiful.
And there were sheep nibbling at the fairways. Like, who cares how well I play golf? Fine, I accept that argument. However, I'm just making a mark in the sand now and saying, actually, I quite care how I played golf.
Yeah, of course.
And it was not good enough.
This is the thing with this game. Of course we do. If you are never going to get better at this sport, and you're never going to get to a moment. And I've only seen this moment a couple of times this year where you go and play a round of golf and it all works. And you're like, oh my God, this is what this game can be. This is what this is like when you go, I'm going to put it in the fairway, I'm going to put it on the green. And it's like, it's like playing an instrument. It's like skiing. It's like, oh my God, it all just works, right? It's beautiful. I've had that a couple of times, but you will only get that if you're willing to do the hard yards and put up with the horrible rounds and the bits where it goes wrong. But I want to talk about competition stuff because I saw a really interesting take from a big golf influencer online today. And I agree with what he said, and I think we should all be doing it.
Go on.
He said, get rid of gimmies. He said, why are we doing gimmies? Gimmies are a joke. And then proceeded to show 12, 15 different clips of golfers we all love missing 2-foot putts on the PGA Tour and going, if these guys can't do it, then why on earth are you and your mates giving yourself 5-footers? And I think what you're saying about competition golf and where my golf got quite good this year, it's because it was all competition. Everything was putting the ball in the hole. Everything was done properly. And you're forced to get better because of that.
It gives you this focus on every shot. It gives you this determination. And it also, when you're playing, certainly match play one-on-one against someone else, and you watch them do well, you think, I can try and raise my game to their level. But also when they screw up, that's a big moment. When they screw up, you think, aha, they've gone in the rough here, or they've missed that putt. I can capitalize, but I've got to do well to capitalize. And it gives you this great thrust, this great kind of determination and focus. And I've not had any of that this year because I've not had time. It's quite simple. I have not had time to enter all the competitions that I would have done in years gone by. When I last entered all the comps, it's because I wasn't doing Drive Time Show every day on a radio station. So it is what it is, man. But I do feel like I want to get better. I want to take it to the next step, but I need to practice.
Yeah, I think that is the take home, isn't it, for you sort of at home, you the listener at home, right? Is that for me, at least my experience of golf this year is, as Tom said, like, I'd never played competition stuff. I'd never done roll-up stuff. I'd never really become part of the community of a golf club at all. I'd done the thing, which, by the way, seems to be really common in people who are my age who join golf clubs, is that you join with a mate or 2 mates, and then you just play golf as a 3, and you sort of are part of the golf club. You're part of the golf course,
you're your own little island
without being part of the golf club, right? And becoming part of the golf club this year was one of my greatest joys, and how quickly you become part of the community. Like, it was really quick how I was one of the Thursday guys that was always there every Thursday.
Yeah.
Like, oh, this is brilliant.
It's amazing how quickly you suddenly find yourself strolling around going, hello, mate, how you doing? All right, hi, how are you? Hi. And, that can go, you can go from not doing that at all, and in the space of, I would say, especially in a busy competition summer, 6 weeks, 2 months, that's all it takes. And suddenly, you can't move for seeing people And like, that can be annoying, can be quite suffocating sometimes. But for golf, it is brilliant because you just feel like there's opportunities to play with loads of different people. That moment where you can look on the tee sheet and go, I'm just going to go and play on Saturday. It's only in the last 2 or 3 years where I've thought I want to play on Saturday, excuse me, and I've looked, I just go to Saturday and I find a space and I just think, oh, I know him. Boing,
yeah, on
done.
you go. On you go, boy.
And I never knew that was a thing. I know that sounds mad, but a few years ago, I'd be like, right, I want to play on Saturday. I better get my gang together and I'll see if all 4 of us can get a tee time. That's not what you do, is it, when you're a member of a club like that?
You can just hop on and meet people and play. And I always think if you're a one ball going out, at least I feel this, if you're a one ball going out, it's great to have someone else join. If you want to put a card in, you can now do it. Someone to chat to, whatever. There is an interesting one, though, with that. And I know it's probably etiquette. It's bad etiquette. But how do you feel if there's like you and a friend? What would you do, right? You and a friend, for example, trying to play a round of golf on a Sunday, or it's like they're not a member and you've not seen them for a while, and you're playing and someone adds themselves to your tee time.
Oh, it's fine. You can still chat to your friend, can't you? It's not like you're not going to be able to talk to them. I think, it's just part of the game, especially if you're at a normal members club. I mean, admittedly, if you're off to play somewhere and you've paid, it's pretty unlikely. I think it's really important that tee times are managed better. I think I see a lot of courses where they don't really care. The pros just, you just go out and you get on a Saturday. I've seen it at courses close to me. I'm not saying any names, where there's 2 or 3 people playing by themselves in succession.
Yeah, you're like, this
because
is
nobody
crazy.
cares enough.
Come on, what are we doing?
No one cares enough in the pro shop to go and get all 3 of them and go, guys, you lads are all playing together. Yeah. It's crazy.
Because also, it doesn't happen in America. I don't know if you know this, but when you play golf in America, I played loads of golf in America as a junior, and the idea of you being a 2-ball or a 3-ball was unheard of. It was basically 4 balls only. And if you were 2 balls, as you say, they managed it a bit better and sent you out collectively and go, you're there, off you go. This is now your tee time. Go and enjoy it. It will speed up the golf. It will speed up the round. Voila, essentially.
Yeah. And off you go. That's what they need to do. But then, of course, they're all playing in buggies.
Yes, there is that. There is. Do you have anyone play?
Because that way you get to sit with your pal, don't you? You get to sit with your pal.
You get to have your moment. What do you think about? I always at my place.
Go on. Yeah, go on. Be honest. Be honest. No, just be honest, Tom. Just be honest. No one's listening.
I always, unless they're an older person, very different if they're older. But if there's just a random out on a buggy in my place, I have the thing, and unfortunately I've become that person of like when you have a local in your pub and someone new walks in, you're like, what are you doing here? Who are you? What are you doing? I have that if I see someone in a buggy on my place, I'm like, hold on, hello. What are you?
Whoa. Well, hang on. Is that because not many people take buggies out at your place?
Or
just because
no one takes buggies. It's just not a thing.
Right? Is that right?
Not a thing.
That's really weird. Why? Because there's just a sort of culture of we're walkers here. That's what we're doing it for our fitness because it's very good for you.
Yeah, and also my place is very hilly. There's lots of up and downs. It is a serious workout, my golf course. That you put.
I know it is. That's why I'm surprised there's no buggies.
There are buggies. You can have them, but you just don't see anyone.
Yeah.
Really, in my experience, out there in a buggy. So I do the. Sorry, what am I is that going on there? Like I played this summer with friend of the podcast Sophie Walker, Sky Sports Golf, lovely host, and we played at my place. And I turned up then. She'd got a buggy. She's like, I got us a buggy. I was like, I'm now one of them. I'm judging myself.
Oh, that's what it. How quickly the mighty have fallen, man. It's ridiculous. Honestly, showbiz. Right, should we stop for some products then? Is it time?
Oh my God, if anything, it's late for products. Roll them, please.
There you are, then. There's some products. Welcome back to part 2 of Golf is Ruining My Life on a Monday. So, Tom, I played in the family foursomes the other day with my eldest. Alternate shots, of course, for those of you not familiar with foursomes. And we're European, so we won.
Well done.
Lols. We didn't actually win, but we did all right. We shot, our combined handicap was 14.
Okay.
So they added up a handicap, and then I think they halve it, basically. So we had 14 shots. And we got, and this is, I'm eating some previous words I may have said on the podcast.
Here we go.
I just absolutely love Stableford. It's really good for this sort of thing.
Right. Okay, here we go.
Right.
Welcome on board.
Because you can, especially with a kid, say, it doesn't matter. Blow up. Get stuck in the bunker. Doesn't matter. Get a 12 here. Don't worry about it. We'll get some points on the next hole. It's brilliant that you can do that. And also you can have the pleasure of going, oh my God, we just got a bogey, but guess what? It's stroke index 1. So that's a net bird.
Yeah.
And you get all sorts of pleasures like that. And the winners did amazing. Someone shot, I won't name anyone, obviously, but someone shot, I think they had 6 shots between them. So how good is that, right?
Wow.
And they shot something like, it's a father and son team. They shot something like 34 points with 6 shots.
Yeah, wow, that's pretty good stuff. I've never really done one of those competitions, so I don't know what a good handicap score would be. But when they do those team Stablefords, the only time I've ever done those team Stablefords are like at charity/corporate golf days. And
yeah,
I don't know how I feel about some of the scores that come in from those days because
yes,
it's ludicrous. It's the only time I've ever seen scores of 54 Stableford points come in.
I've got a plan. I've hatched something
to stop this happening.
I'm going to fix all Stableford, often, let's be honest, corporate.
It's all corporate.
Golf day,
always corporate.
Score disasters. It's often corporate stuff. The winner, by the way, at our thing was on like 34 points, I think, or maybe 35. Amazing.
Yeah, fine. Easy.
No one's going to complain about that. Brilliant. Congratulations.
Yeah,
you played beautiful golf. Well done. You won it. And we all know what happens when people get 38 points, 42 points, whatever. I've got a plan. Do you want to hear it?
Yeah. I just want to address the elephant in the room. I did win a competition this year with 42 points, but it was legitimate, I think.
Yeah, you did. It was absolutely shameful. Anybody who comes in with 40 points or above is subject to a 9-hole putt-off on the putting green to find the winner. So you can come in and go, I've got 58 points.
Everyone 40 and above, it doesn't matter. You enter the second competition.
It is so preposterous to get 40 points or above. You are, by definition, if you've got 40 or above, you are not playing off the right handicap. You are banditing, right?
Oh, therefore, no, I hard disagree on that.
We throw all the bandits to a bandit off at the end, 9 holes, and then we do no handicaps because putting's putting. You don't really need to be too handicapped up for that. And you do 9 holes of no handicap putting, and then you find your winners that way. And I'm sorry, that would fix every single irritating corporate golf day.
Now, I'm actually going to wheel this backwards into, I think, a more sort of broader thing here that I want to talk about that. And I want to talk about how I won with 41 points. And also...
yeah, fine. Dig that hole.
An interesting moment happened to me this year that I think often people fall into, which is I found myself in a position where for a sweet 2-week period, my handicap couldn't keep up with my golf. It was short.
Yeah.
I'm really now getting punished because I'm off 8.4, and God only knows if I went and played today, I wouldn't get anywhere near that. But there was a moment where the scales went the other way, and I was playing 4-5 times a week. I was putting so many cards in, but not enough cards in to actually keep up, and that's when I shot my 41, which comes back to a discussion we must have had on this show, but I can't remember a time recently where we've done it, which is, okay, we've done the whole handicap limit on board comps, right? And we've discussed that.
Done that. But it's not satisfying. No. It's not satisfying.
Do you think there should be you have to have submitted X amount of cards in X amount of time for you to be able to play in a competition? I think we all agree on that.
Of course.
But what's the number?
Yes. Well, this is the thing. I would say a high number, and then I go and look at my own cards and go, "Oh God, I've not submitted that many over the summer. I've probably submitted 10 over the summer, maybe 12. Yeah. Like not enough, really." So I would say when you're doing, when you're at a golf course and they're doing their big summer, headline events in July or August, I would say you have to have at least 4 cards in the last 5 to 6 weeks. That's nearly one a week. Not quite one a week.
Okay, fine. Wow.
You have to. Otherwise it's nonsense. But so that is important. But secondly, I really, I'm not joking about this Stableford idea.
We're going back to the putting, and we roll back.
Yeah.
Back into putting. Off we go.
I'm
By the
really
way, just
obsessed
to
with
quickly address it, I think it should be 6 cards in the last 6 months from the year you're in. Thanks for asking.
6 from the last 6 months?
Yeah.
That's nowhere near enough.
No, I don't think it's fair to ask some people to play once a week.
I suppose it's a time thing.
It's a time commitment thing. But I think you have to have done one card a month for the last 6 months. I think it's more fair and also a bit more reasonable.
Yes.
I mean, goodness me.
And
I would have I like your thing, but I think
Thank you.
I think on reflection, a busy man or woman with kids, big career, you've got to play every week's probably too much.
And it would be a terrible shame when you're doing the captain's day or whatever for people to not be able to play because they've had a mad summer and they've not got the eligibility.
But we do have to resolve it. Like this is a massive issue in golf, and it has to be resolved. And
it stinks.
Yeah.
It stinks.
Anyway,
stinks.
off. We must get back to the put off.
Because I really believe in this, right? So obviously, just to sort of, I just want to really define the parameters of this idea, right? So it's not, you can't use this idea when you've got a big board competition that's a Stableford-based thing, or you've got any kind of big course thing. Yeah. This is for a bunch of randoms. Tom Green, on one of your Preston lads
Sorry, I'm
trips,
just picturing club champs ending in a put. Two really
someone
serious
got 40
golfers.
points.
No,
and
onto
someone
the
got
putting
52
green.
points. I think that you come in, I'm sorry, but the principle is there. Anyone at 40 or beyond is mocking the whole setup of the handicaps. It is basically a toss of the coin that they've got that many points. It's meaningless. Beyond 40 points is meaningless. You don't say, oh, well done, you got 48. Oh, well done, you got 44. Beyond 40, you shrug and go, oh, well, that's, amazing, brilliant. It's still good. I'm sure you've played good golf, but beyond 40, it's crazy, right? It's a bit like taxing billionaires over a certain amount, right? So once you get past 40, you get all those people back in. It works for team stuff. For corporate days, it would work so well because it's fun and it's silly. But it's really annoying when people do golf days. They say, I'm off 36, and they're clearly off about 20, and it sort of ruins the evening and the whole fun of stuff. Yeah. And if you do a putt off at the end, I think, yes, it is lighthearted, but it makes the point, which is a bandit's putt off of shame. And the whole time, everyone else has to boo them. Yeah? Can we throw that into the mix?
Right. As a man that won a competition this year on 41 points, I will not play in something called the Bandits Wall of Shame or whatever this is. I wasn't a bandit. I was playing really great golf. My handicap couldn't keep up. I now can't play to 8. That's fine. But is there a solution to this? Because I 100% agree with the frustration you had and you have with this. Because... Well, do you know what? On my golf trip this year, on my boys' golf trip, you know what? The person that won is someone who's taken their golf really seriously and probably played in their sweet spot like I had a sweet spot. He plays he's very athletic. I think he used to swim for England. Very fit guy. Has started playing loads of golf and is now off, I think, 16. We gave him 18 shots on the day. He won. Brilliant, right?
Yeah.
But what
great.
do you...
Great.
What do you do in a group setting, which I find myself in all the time, which is, I played a bit as a junior, I play maybe one corporate day a year, and then the golf trip. Because you end up giving them 36, and then all of a sudden, they shoot the lights out, and you're like, well, this was pointless.
Yeah, I mean, if you've got 2 or 3 days with them like you've had in Preston, you say, today's handicap day. Today's the day you go out and play, and we will build handicaps. We will base handicaps around what we do today.
Yes, I don't hate that.
That's one option, right? But not everyone has multiple days out there. Smedley, obviously, is an optional on the table. Don't forget, if you haven't joined our Discord, go and send us a video of your swing on the Discord, and we will tell you your handicap based off of the video of your swing. It's what my old golf coach at Monmouth Golf Club used to do whilst toking away.
16.4.
Honestly, I just...
Gorgeous.
So that is one option. But you're right. It is really difficult when you get on those days and someone just sort of makes up a number. But that's why the bandit putt-off of shame is the answer. Anyone over 40 points, in you go. Well done. I'm not taking away your opportunity to win, but beyond 40 points and beyond, you're in silly, made-up, imaginary, fictional territory. So why not decide things with a putt with a putt-off that has no handicaps? Yeah, it's really good. And let me tell you something, Tom. When the inevitable Golfers Ruining My Life Day happens,
it will happen.
As it surely shall, and there will be Stableford, even though I'll try and veto Stableford, but Stableford will be there. there will be a putt-off for everyone who gets 40 or above. And you know you're here for it, guys. I know that you agree with me on that.
Yeah, I think the only thing I have, the only anger I have about this is that day will forever go down in my golfing memory because I shot the lights out.
And I've just ruined it.
I had the time of my life. It
Yes,
all
you did.
clicked. It worked. I think I probably
Bandits
had...
have a lovely time too. Of course, bandits enjoy golf. I'm not saying bandits can't enjoy golf.
It's just utter woke nonsense is what it is. It's utter woke drivel. But yeah, it's something that I think we do need to fix. But then you start to go down the whole dangerous route of, all right, well, it's scratch then. We all play off scratch. And then that sort of...
Yeah, now we're talking.
Yeah.
Real golf. Yeah, rip the filters off.
Scratch only.
Get stuck in. No menthols here. Oh. Yeah, no, obviously that would be insane as well. You still get to have Stableford. Tom has taken his hat off with despair.
I know.
That's how much he doesn't like this idea.
No, I do.
So what are we going to do about our winter golf? Here's a question for you before we've only got a couple minutes left.
Yeah.
What are we going to do about our winter golf? What we need, Tom, because the marathon, will be calling for you now, and I know what you're like. You will start to... I'll be like, how's the golf going, mate? And you go, no, I haven't played since Preston. And it'll be December.
Yeah, I can't do that.
So what do we need in our diaries? What do we need in our diaries that you and I get together, film some more golf, right? And can sort of take a run up to, you know what I mean? Like a little mini winter golfing event. We need something.
Yeah, there needs to be some reason to get out over winter, and it was just seeing my lovely. It was taking my lovely trolley out the back of my car the other day, and the wheels being caked in mud. I was like, oh god, my lovely foot joes, my white beautiful foot joes, all horrible and grey and disgusting. I think what you need, or what anyone needs, is really. I mean, I did it this year. I started off my year with a golf trip. Do you remember my January golf trip in the UK?
Wasn't that to Thingy Hall? Something Hall?
No, Tom. Goodness me, your mind is crippled with age. No,
Traitor think.
This year, I started the year by going and playing Silloth on Solway on the second week of Jan, and then I played St Anne's Old Links, and I played Fairhaven. Yeah. We went and played Links Golf, and guys, it is so doable because Links Golf, even at that time of the year, is... I mean, Silloth on Solway in January was as good as any golf I've played this year, which is wild.
So that's... Okay, good. I like this. Well, listen, as it so happens, I'm a member of an incredible links course called Littlestone.
Yes.
Down in Kent, right? And famously, links courses have got wonderful drainage by definition. That's what they are. They're the linkage of land between the farmland and the sea, right? Yes. That's why they're called links. So we need to... everyone, head for the seaside.
That is the advice of
is that our
to
answer?
go and head to the seaside, because that is where you will find it drains a lot better. And also, Littlestone, Tom, if we played Littlestone, it would be that great mix for me, because I know it's a gorgeous course, but there's not much weight on my shoulders to, like, it's not I need to tick that off my golfing wish list. Do you know what I mean? Like, if we were to put I don't know, like the old course on there, or we were to go and put
stress
anything that, like, I've always gone, oh my god, I'd love to play it. It would stress me out and I play awful. Whereas Littlestone, I've sort of kept from a distance just because I know how good it is, but I don't want to really want to play it because I know it'll eat me alive.
It will be, if you get it on a nice, peaceful winter's day, it'll be beautiful. This feels like a thing, right? So I feel like this is slowly building momentum. And as usual on the show, completely unplanned. Your best winter golf tips. Where do we go when the weather gets bad? And if you're listening in the UK, we're talking about sort of, near you. We're not talking about flying off to Portugal and stuff, although we'll try and do that as well. God knows we'll try and do that. But where are the good links courses to get to that have got good drainage? And as long as it's not hooning it down with rain or blowing a gale, you can get a good round of golf in. The Toms at golfersruiningmylife.co.uk. We'd love to hear your recommendations.
I don't know if you can hear this, but the roof of the studio is getting progressively louder as it starts to absolutely chuck it down on top of me. Where I'd say don't go, and I need to go back, is Celtic Manor, because that place did not drain well when I was there. You got to stay away from your Partlandy stuff, haven't you, really? Because that's where it becomes a slodgy mess. Whereas most links will... The only thing, my only advice would be from my January golf trip this year is, for the love of God, take warm clothes. I had to put waterproofs on while going round Silloth just for warmth.
So
and they're famously breathable, these things, right? I spent all my money on Gore-Tex.
You don't want
the only
breath
thing I
when
don't want you doing is breathable right now.
Stop breathing.
Yeah, it was a nightmare.
Yeah, that is ridiculous. All right, listen, we're going to have to leave it there. Thank you once again for listening or watching us on YouTube. Don't forget our Discord. Don't forget all the bits and bobs. We are Golfers Ruining My Life, and we love that you are, for some reason, listening to this. We absolutely value you so much. And we'll be back on Thursday with more of whatever on earth this is.
Get your emails in.